Change Your Money, written and published by Rich Audiobooks. Money stories are the invisible scripts that run our financial lives. These deeply embedded narratives shape every money decision we make, yet most of us remain completely unaware of their existence or influence. Your money story began forming in childhood, as you observed your parents' relationship with money, heard their conversations about finances, and internalized their anxieties or confidence around wealth. Think back to your earliest money memories. Perhaps you witnessed your parents arguing about bills, or maybe you grew up hearing phrases like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "Rich people are greedy." These experiences created neural pathways in your brain that continue to influence your financial decisions today. Your current financial situation isn't just the result of your income or circumstances, it's the direct manifestation of your money story. The most dangerous money stories are the ones we accept without question. "I'll never be good with money" becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Making money requires struggle ensures you'll always associate wealth with hardship. "I don't deserve to be rich" subtly sabotages every opportunity for financial growth. These limiting beliefs act like invisible chains, holding you back from the wealth you're capable of creating. Lesson 1. Change your money story. Your money story isn't your destiny. It's simply a narrative you've inherited or created, and you have the power to change it. The first step is becoming aware of your current story. Pay attention to your automatic thoughts when you check your bank account or receive a bill or consider making an investment. Notice the emotions that arise when you think about wealth or wealthy people. These reactions reveal the hidden beliefs driving your financial behavior. Creating a new money story requires conscious effort and repeated reinforcement. Start by writing down your desired relationship with money. Perhaps you want to see money as a tool for creating positive change, or maybe you want to view wealth as a natural result of providing value to others. Whatever your new story, it must feel both inspiring and believable. Small stretches beyond your comfort zone work better than complete fantasy. The most powerful way to cement your new money story is through aligned action. If your new narrative includes being financially responsible, start tracking your expenses. If it involves being investment savvy, begin educating yourself about markets and opportunities. Each action that aligns with your new story strengthens its reality in your mind and weakens the old pattern. As you work on changing your money story, you'll likely encounter resistance from your subconscious mind, and sometimes even from people around you. This is normal. Your old story has served as a protection mechanism, keeping you in familiar territory. Discomfort is a sign of growth, not a signal to retreat. Every time you choose your new story over your old patterns, you're rewiring your brain for greater financial success. Your money story isn't just about money. It's about your sense of self-worth, your beliefs about what's possible, and your relationship with abundance in all areas of life. As you consciously craft a new narrative, you'll notice changes beyond your bank account. You'll begin attracting different opportunities, making better financial decisions, and feeling more confident about your economic future. This transformational process begins with a simple but powerful choice: deciding to change your money story. Lesson 2. Track every dollar. Money flows like water, and just like water, if you don't pay attention to where it's going, it will find every crack and crevice to escape through. The foundation of building wealth isn't making more money, it's understanding exactly where your current money goes. Most people have no idea how much they actually spend each month, often underestimating their expenses by 20–30%. This lack of awareness creates an invisible barrier to wealth that no amount of income can overcome. The simple act of tracking your spending illuminates patterns you've never noticed before. That daily coffee run might seem insignificant, but when you see the monthly total, it could represent the difference between struggling and building a comfortable emergency fund. Tracking isn't about judgment or restriction, it's about awareness. Think of it as a financial meditation practice, bringing mindfulness to your relationship with money. Starting your tracking journey doesn't require complex systems or expensive software. A simple notebook can work wonders, though many find smartphone apps more convenient. The key is choosing a method you'll actually stick with. The best tracking system is the one you'll use consistently. Some people prefer the tactile experience of writing down expenses as they occur, while others favor automatic tracking through linked bank accounts and credit cards. As you begin tracking, you'll likely experience what I call the tracking effect, the phenomenon where simply paying attention to something naturally leads to improvement. When you know you'll need to record that impulse purchase, you're more likely to pause and consider whether it aligns with your financial goals. This isn't about feeling guilty, it's about making conscious choices rather than operating on autopilot. The real magic happens after about 30 days of consistent tracking. Patterns emerge that were previously invisible. You might discover you're spending twice as much on groceries as you thought, or that those rare takeout meals actually happen 3 times a week. These insights become the foundation for meaningful change. Instead of making financial decisions based on feelings or assumptions, you can now make them based on data. Beyond basic expense tracking, creating a money map becomes possible once you have real data to work with. A money map shows not just where your money goes, but how your various accounts and financial obligations connect. This visual representation often reveals opportunities for optimization that weren't apparent before. Perhaps you're keeping too much money in a low-interest checking account when it could be earning more elsewhere, or maybe you're paying unnecessary fees that could be eliminated through account restructuring. The tracking habit also creates a powerful feedback loop for your financial goals. When you can see exactly how much progress you're making towards savings targets or debt reduction, it becomes easier to stay motivated. Each dollar tracked becomes a data point in your personal financial story, showing you exactly where you've been and helping you chart where you want to go. Remember, tracking isn't about perfection, it's about progress. You don't need to capture every single penny to benefit from this practice. Even tracking 80% of your spending will give you invaluable insights into your financial life. The goal isn't to create another obligation that feels like a burden, but rather to develop a helpful habit that empowers better financial decisions. Your future self will thank you for the clarity and control that comes from knowing exactly where your money goes. Lesson 3. Eliminate pointless expenses. Every dollar you spend is a choice about your future wealth. While most people focus on earning more money, the truth about building wealth often lies in what you choose not to buy. The path to financial freedom starts with understanding the difference between needs, wants, and what I call money leaks, those pointless expenses that drain your wealth without adding real value to your life. Think about your monthly expenses like a garden. Some plants are essential and bear fruit, while others are weeds that steal nutrients from the soil. These financial weeds might seem harmless, the unused gym membership, the subscription services you barely watch, or the daily coffee shop visits that have become more habit than enjoyment. Each of these small expenses appears insignificant in isolation, but together they form a powerful force working against your wealth-building goal. The compound effect of eliminating pointless expenses works just like compound interest, but in reverse. When you cut a $30.00 monthly subscription, you're not just saving $360.00 per year, you're saving that money plus what it could earn if invested. Over 10 years, that single eliminated expense could grow to thousands of dollars through smart investment. Now multiply that by all the unnecessary expenses in your life, and you'll begin to see the true cost of mindless spending. Adopting a minimalist approach to spending doesn't mean living a life of deprivation. Instead, it means becoming intentional about every dollar that leaves your pocket. Ask yourself 3 questions before any purchase. Does this align with my values? Will this purchase matter to me in 1 year? Could this money serve me better elsewhere? These simple questions can transform your spending habits and eliminate the cognitive dissonance that often accompanies impulse purchases. One powerful strategy for expense reduction is the 48-hour rule. When you feel the urge to buy something non-essential, wait 48 hours before making the purchase. This cooling-off period allows the emotional drive to subside, letting you evaluate the purchase with clarity. You'll be amazed at how many must-have items lose their appeal after 2 days of reflection. Another effective approach is conducting a subscription audit. List every recurring payment in your life, streaming services, memberships, apps, and automated purchases. Cancel everything, then wait. Only reactivate the services you genuinely miss after 30 days. Most people discover they were paying for numerous services they genuinely used or had forgotten about entirely. The money saved through eliminating pointless expenses should be immediately redirected toward wealth-building activities. Set up automatic transfers to move these freed-up funds into investment accounts or debt repayment. This ensures the saved money doesn't simply find its way to other unnecessary expenses. Consider negotiating your existing bills and services. Many people accept their current rates for insurance, phone plans, and other services without realizing these rates are often negotiable. A single phone call can sometimes reduce monthly expenses by significant amounts, especially when you research competitors' offers and are prepared to switch providers. The ultimate goal isn't just to spend less, it's to optimize your spending to align with your values and financial goals. When you eliminate pointless expenses, you're not just saving money, you're buying your freedom. Every dollar you rescue from wasteful spending is a dollar that can work for you, generating wealth and creating opportunities for your future. This shift in spending habits might feel challenging at first, but the long-term impact on your financial life will be transformative. Wealth building isn't just about big financial moves, it's about the small, daily decisions that compound over time. By eliminating pointless expenses, you're not sacrificing quality of life. You're investing in a future where your money serves your highest aspirations rather than temporary desires. Lesson 4. Automate your savings. The greatest enemy of wealth building isn't lack of money, it's human nature. Our minds are wired for immediate gratification, making it incredibly difficult to consistently choose long-term financial benefit over short-term pleasure. This is precisely why automation becomes your most powerful ally in the journey to financial freedom. Think of automation as your personal financial guardian, quietly and efficiently moving your money to where it needs to go before you have a chance to spend it. When you rely on willpower alone to save money, you're fighting against your brain's natural tendencies. Every payday becomes a battle between your future self and your present desires. Automation removes this internal struggle entirely. The foundation of automated savings begins with the pay yourself first principle. Rather than waiting to see what's left over at the end of the month, you decide upfront how much of your income goes toward your financial goals. Set up automatic transfers that trigger the moment your paycheck hits your account. Whether it's 10% or 50% of your income, this money moves to designated savings and investment accounts before you even realize it's there. Creating a robust automated system requires thoughtful architecture. Start by opening separate accounts for different financial goals. You might have one account for your emergency fund, another for a house down payment, and yet another for retirement investments. Each account serves a specific purpose and operates on its own automated schedule. This separation prevents the common pitfall of dipping into savings for unintended purposes. The beauty of automation lies in its scalability. Begin with whatever percentage feels comfortable, even if it's just 1% of your income. Then, increase this amount by 1% every few months. This gradual approach prevents lifestyle shock while steadily building your savings rate. Many people find they can eventually save 20%, 30%, or even 40% of their income without feeling deprived, simply because they never see the money in their checking account. Automated systems also capitalize on positive inertia. Once established, these systems continue working silently in the background, requiring no additional mental energy or decision-making on your part. This passive approach eliminates the emotional component of money management, which often leads to poor financial decisions. Your savings grow consistently, regardless of whether you're feeling motivated or disciplined on any given day. The psychological benefits of automation extend beyond mere convenience. When you know your financial goals are being handled automatically, you experience less stress and anxiety about money. This mental freedom allows you to focus your energy on other wealth-building activities, like increasing your income or learning about investments, rather than constantly worrying about saving enough. Takentaksanezo has made financial automation more accessible than ever. Most banks offer sophisticated online tools for setting up recurring transfers, and numerous financial apps can help you orchestrate complex saving and investing patterns. Take advantage of these tools to create a financial infrastructure that works tirelessly on your behalf. Automation isn't just about savings. It should extend to bill payments and debt reduction as well. By automating these obligations, you ensure they are always paid on time, protecting your credit score and eliminating late fees. This comprehensive approach to automation creates a complete financial ecosystem that operates with minimal input from you. The most successful wealth builders understand that consistency trumps intensity. Automated savings ensure this consistency by removing human emotion and fallibility from the equation. Your financial success becomes a matter of smart system design rather than daily willpower battles. Set up your automated infrastructure today and let technology handle the heavy lifting of wealth building, while you focus on growing your income and expanding your financial knowledge. Lesson 5. Learn how the rich think. The greatest divide between the wealthy and everyone else isn't just money, it's mindset. The rich operate with a fundamentally different set of beliefs, habits, and mental models that shape how they view and interact with the world around them. Understanding and adopting these thought patterns is essential for anyone serious about building lasting wealth. Wealthy people see themselves as owners rather than consumers. While most people focus on spending their next paycheck, the rich focus on acquiring assets that generate income. They understand that true wealth comes from ownership, whether that's owning a business, real estate, intellectual property, or shares in profitable companies. This ownership mentality drives them to look for opportunities to build equity rather than simply earn a salary. Risk is another area where the wealthy think differently. Rather than seeing risk as something to avoid, they view it as something to manage and leverage. They understand that calculated risks, backed by knowledge and careful analysis, are necessary for exceptional returns. However, contrary to popular belief, truly wealthy people aren't reckless gamblers. They're strategic risk takers who thoroughly research opportunities and often have contingency plans for when things don't go as expected. The rich also maintain a long-term perspective that sets them apart from the average person. While most people make financial decisions based on immediate circumstances, wealthy people think in terms of decades rather than days. They're willing to sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term gains and understand that meaningful wealth accumulation takes time. This patience allows them to make decisions that might not pay off immediately but create substantial value over time. Wealthy people also approach learning and networking differently. They view relationships as opportunities for mutual growth rather than transactions. They actively seek mentors, join masterminds, and surround themselves with people who challenge their thinking and expose them to new opportunities. They invest heavily in their education, not just through formal channels, but through real-world experiences, books, seminars, and direct learning from other successful people. Another crucial aspect of wealthy thinking is the ability to separate income from time. While most people trade their time for money in a linear fashion, the rich focus on building systems and investments that generate income independently of their direct effort. This doesn't mean they don't work hard. Many wealthy people are incredibly hardworking, but they direct that effort toward creating scalable solutions rather than just earning a paycheck. The wealthy also maintain a distinct relationship with money itself. They view money as a tool rather than an end goal, a means of creating value and opportunities rather than something to be spent on status symbols. This perspective helps them make more objective financial decisions and avoid the emotional spending that often prevents wealth accumulation. Perhaps most importantly, wealthy people take full responsibility for their financial outcomes. They don't blame external circumstances, the economy, or other people for their financial situation. Instead, they believe in their ability to create wealth regardless of starting circumstances or market conditions. This ownership mentality drives them to take action rather than make excuses. To adopt these wealthy thinking patterns, start by auditing your current beliefs about money and success. Notice when you're making decisions based on scarcity rather than abundance, or when you're thinking short-term instead of long-term. Begin building relationships with people who have achieved the level of success you aspire to, and study their decision-making processes. Wealth building is as much about personal development as it is about financial strategy. Your net worth will rarely exceed your self. Lesson 6. Start investing, even if it's $5.00. The biggest myth holding people back from investing is the belief that you need a large sum of money to begin. This damaging misconception has prevented countless people from building wealth, particularly during their younger years when time is their greatest advantage. The truth is that investing small amounts consistently is far more powerful than waiting to invest a larger sum later. Consider this. If you invest just $5.00 per day starting at age 25, with an average market return of 8%, you'll have over $365,000 by age 65. That same $5.00 daily investment started at age 35 will only grow to $157,000 by retirement. The difference, over $200,000, Guy Ondenins, comes purely from giving your money an extra decade to compound. This mathematical reality demonstrates why starting now, even with tiny amounts, is crucial for building wealth. Modern technology has eliminated nearly all barriers to entry for new investors. Through micro-investing apps and fractional share purchasing, you can now own pieces of blue-chip stocks or diversified ETFs with just a few dollars. These platforms have democratized investing, making it possible for anyone with a smartphone to begin building a portfolio. The key is to choose a platform that aligns with your goals and start with investments you understand. The psychological benefit of starting small cannot be overstated. When you begin with minimal amounts, you can learn about market movements, experience the emotional ups and downs of investing, and develop your risk tolerance without putting significant capital at risk. This training wheels approach helps you build confidence and knowledge gradually, preparing you for larger investments in the future. As your investing knowledge grows, focus on understanding the fundamental principles of diversification and risk management. Don't fall into the trap of trying to pick winning stocks or timing the market. Instead, consider low-cost index funds that provide broad market exposure. These investments might seem boring, but they've historically provided reliable returns while minimizing the risks associated with individual stock picking. The habit of investing regularly is more important than the amount you invest. Set up automatic transfers even if it's just $5.00 per week, and treat these investments as non-negotiables, just like paying your rent or utilities. As your income grows, gradually increase your investment amounts. This systematic approach removes emotion from the equation and ensures you're consistently building your portfolio regardless of market conditions. Investing isn't about getting rich quickly. It's about allowing your money to work alongside you over time. While others are spending their disposable income on temporary pleasures, you're purchasing assets that can generate returns for decades. Every dollar invested today is a vote for your future financial freedom, regardless of how small that dollar amount might seem. The most successful investors aren't necessarily the ones who make the most complex investments or take the biggest risks. They're often the ones who started early, stayed consistent, and allowed compound interest to work its magic over long periods. By starting your investing journey now, even with minimal amounts, you're joining their ranks and setting yourself up for long-term financial success. Your future self will thank you for having the wisdom to begin, regardless of how small your first step might be. Lesson 7. Protect your time like gold. Time is the great equalizer. Whether you're a billionaire or just starting your wealth journey, we all get the same 24 hours each day. The difference lies in how we use those precious hours. Your time is the foundation of your wealth-building potential, and treating it with the same reverence as your money is essential for financial success. Most people vastly underestimate the value of their time. To understand your time's worth, calculate your true hourly rate by dividing your annual income by the number of hours you work. Then double it, because after taxes, commuting, work clothes, and other job expenses, that's closer to what each hour actually costs you. This exercise often reveals shocking insights about how casually we waste our most valuable resource. The wealthy understand that building wealth requires treating time as an investment. Every hour spent should either generate immediate income, create future income potential, or contribute to personal growth that will increase your earning capacity. This means ruthlessly eliminating activities that don't serve these purposes. Social media scrolling, excessive TV watching, and endless meetings that could have been emails are all stealing your potential wealth. Time multiplication becomes possible when you start thinking like an investor rather than an employee. Instead of trading time for money in a linear fashion, look for ways to leverage your time through systems, technology, and other people. This might mean creating digital products that can be sold infinitely, building automated income streams, or delegating tasks that others can do more efficiently. The decision to outsource becomes clearer when you understand your time's true value. If you can earn $100.00 per hour through your expertise, spending 3 hours cleaning your house doesn't make financial sense when you could hire someone to do it for $75.00. The freed-up time can be invested in activities that generate more income or build valuable skills. Many people fall into the trap of being penny-wise but time-foolish. They'll drive across town to save a few dollars on groceries, spending an hour to save $10.00, effectively working for below minimum wage. The wealthy understand that time optimization often matters more than cost optimization. They focus on efficiency and effectiveness rather than just savings. Building wealth requires strategic time blocks for financial education, planning, and wealth-building activities. Schedule regular times for reviewing investments, learning new skills, and working on side businesses. These appointments with yourself are as important as any meeting with a client or boss. Guard them carefully and treat them as non-negotiable commitments to your financial future. Sleep and rest are also crucial investments in your wealth-building capacity. Running yourself ragged trying to work every possible hour will backfire through decreased productivity, poor decision-making, and health problems. The most successful wealth builders understand that strategic rest enables peak performance during working hours. Your relationship with time directly impacts your ability to build wealth. Start viewing time as a form of currency that can be invested, multiplied, or wasted. Create systems that protect your most productive hours, eliminate activities that don't serve your financial goals, and constantly look for ways to leverage your time for maximum return. The way you spend your hours today will determine your financial reality tomorrow. By treating your time with the same respect as your money, you set yourself up for exponential wealth growth. Every minute saved or optimized compounds over the years, just like well-invested money. The habits and systems you build around time management become the invisible infrastructure supporting your journey to financial freedom. Lesson 8. Pay off bad debt fast. Not all debt is created equal. The wealthy understand this fundamental truth and use it to their advantage, while those struggling financially often fail to distinguish between debt that builds wealth and debt that destroys it. Bad debt is any debt that doesn't generate income or increase your net worth. Think credit cards, personal loans, or financing for depreciating assets like electronics or furniture. This toxic debt acts like a persistent drain on your financial future, stealing both your present income and your potential for wealth creation. The first step in conquering bad debt is to face it head-on. Many people avoid looking at their total debt because it causes anxiety, but this avoidance only compounds the problem. Gather all your statements, log into every account, and write down every single debt balance, interest rate, and minimum payment. This process might feel uncomfortable, but it's essential for creating a clear battle plan. You'll likely discover that your high-interest debts are costing you far more than you realized. Armed with this information, you can implement the debt avalanche method, focusing extra payments on your highest interest debt while maintaining minimum payments on everything else. This mathematically optimal approach saves you the most money in interest charges. For example, if you have a $5,000 0-cents credit card balance at 22% APR, you're paying about $1,100 0-cents in interest annually, money that could be building your wealth instead of enriching creditors. Consider this. Every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar that can't work for you through investments or business opportunities. A credit card charging 20% interest effectively guarantees you're losing more money than you're likely to make through most investment vehicles. This reality makes debt elimination an immediate priority for wealth building. The wealthy don't carry bad debt because they understand this mathematical truth. You can accelerate your debt payoff by creating a debt elimination fund through temporary lifestyle adjustments. Look for expenses you can reduce or eliminate for a defined period, perhaps 6 months or a year. This might mean canceling subscriptions, cooking at home instead of eating out, or finding free entertainment options. The key is to remind yourself that these changes are temporary sacrifices for permanent financial freedom. While attacking your debt, it's crucial to simultaneously build new habits that prevent future bad debt accumulation. Start carrying cash for discretionary spending, remove stored credit card information from online shopping sites, and create a 24-hour waiting period rule for non-essential purchases. These barriers help break the cycle of impulse spending that often leads to debt accumulation. For those with multiple debts, consider debt consolidation only if it genuinely reduces your interest rates and you're committed to not acquiring new debt. Many people fall into the trap of consolidating their debts only to max out their credit cards again, ending up in an even worse position. True financial freedom requires both debt elimination and behavior modification. Becoming debt-free isn't just about the numbers. It's about reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Every debt payment you eliminate increases your monthly cash flow, giving you more options and opportunities. The psychological benefit of being debt-free is immeasurable, providing a foundation of confidence and security that allows you to take calculated risks and pursue wealth-building opportunities without the burden of monthly payments hanging over your head. The path to wealth becomes remarkably clearer once you've eliminated bad debt. Your income becomes truly yours, available for saving, investing, and building multiple income streams rather than servicing past purchases. This liberation marks a crucial turning point in your financial journey, transforming you from someone who pays interest to someone who earns it. Lesson 9. Build multiple income streams. The old model of relying on a single income source is as outdated as using a typewriter in a digital age. The wealthy understand that true financial security comes from developing multiple income streams that flow into their lives like tributaries feeding a mighty river. This diversification not only provides security, but accelerates wealth building exponentially. Starting your journey toward multiple income streams begins with an honest assessment of your current skills, resources, and available time. Your primary job can serve as the foundation while you strategically add new revenue channels. These additional streams might include rental property income, dividend-paying investments, side businesses, consulting work, or passive income from digital products. The key to successfully building multiple income streams lies in starting small and scaling gradually. Don't fall into the trap of trying to launch several ventures simultaneously. Instead, master one additional income stream before moving on to the next. This approach allows you to learn from each experience and apply those lessons to future ventures while maintaining the quality of your primary income source. Digital platforms have democratized the ability to create income streams. You can now monetize your knowledge through online courses, earn from content creation, or build a following that generates advertising revenue. The beauty of digital income streams is their scalability. Once created, they can continue generating revenue with minimal ongoing effort. Real estate remains one of the most reliable ways to build additional income streams. Whether through traditional rentals, short-term vacation properties, or real estate investment trusts, REITs, property can provide both appreciation and regular cash flow. Even if you start small with a single rental property, you're laying the groundwork for a potentially significant income stream. Service-based side hustles offer another avenue for income diversification. By leveraging your professional expertise or personal interests, you can create consulting opportunities or freelance work that fits around your primary commitments. The key is to choose activities that energize rather than drain you, ensuring sustainability over the long term. Passive income streams deserve special attention in your portfolio of revenue sources. These might include royalties from intellectual property, affiliate marketing revenue, or earnings from automated online businesses. While truly passive income often requires significant upfront work, the long-term benefits of creating something that generates money while you sleep are undeniable. Building multiple income streams is not about working yourself to exhaustion. It's about making strategic choices that leverage your time and resources effectively. Each new stream should either be scalable without requiring proportional time investment, or generate enough revenue to justify the time spent maintaining it. The tax implications of multiple income streams need careful consideration. Different types of income are taxed differently, and understanding these distinctions can help you structure your ventures more efficiently. Working with a tax professional to optimize your income mix can significantly impact your bottom line. As your income streams grow, resist the urge to increase your lifestyle proportionately. Instead, use the additional revenue to invest in creating even more income sources or accelerating your existing wealth-building strategies. This compound effect of multiple streams flowing into investment vehicles creates an unstoppable force of wealth generation that can transform your financial future. Your goal should be to reach a point where your multiple income streams exceed your primary income source. This not only provides security against job loss or economic downturns, but creates the freedom to choose how you spend your time. When your money works as hard as you do, true financial independence becomes possible. Lesson 10. Make money while you sleep. The concept of passive income has evolved from a luxury of the wealthy to a necessity for building real wealth in the modern economy. While the phrase "make money while you sleep" might sound like a late-night infomercial promise, it represents a fundamental shift in how wealth is created in the digital age. The traditional model of trading time for money has clear limitations. There are only so many hours in a day, and your energy is finite. The real power lies in building systems and assets that generate income without your direct, ongoing involvement. Creating passive income streams requires an initial investment of either money, time, or both. Think of it as planting seeds that will eventually grow into fruit-bearing trees. You might need to nurture these saplings initially, but once established, they can produce fruit season after season with minimal maintenance. This could mean developing digital products, creating content that generates advertising revenue, building a rental property portfolio, or investing in dividend-paying stocks. The digital products represent one of the most accessible entry points into passive income. An e-book, online course, or software application can be created once and sold repeatedly without additional effort per sale. The key is to solve a specific problem for a defined audience and create something of lasting value. While the upfront effort might be substantial, the ongoing maintenance is typically minimal, allowing you to focus on marketing or creating additional income streams. Real estate remains a powerful vehicle for passive income, though it requires more capital to start. Whether through traditional rental properties, real estate investment trusts, or modern platforms for fractional property investment, real estate can provide both appreciation and regular income. The beauty of real estate lies in its tangible nature and the fact that people will always need places to live and work. Dividend investing represents another classic approach to earning while you sleep. By building a portfolio of stable companies that regularly share profits with shareholders, you can create a steady stream of income that grows over time. The key is to reinvest these dividends in the early years, allowing compound interest to work its magic. This approach requires patience and consistency, but it can build substantial wealth over decades. The digital economy has created numerous new opportunities for passive income through content creation and affiliate marketing. Blogs, YouTube channels, and social media platforms can generate income through advertising, sponsorships, and affiliate commissions long after the content is created. While building an audience takes time and effort, the content continues working for you indefinitely, reaching new people and generating income around the clock. Automation and systems thinking are crucial for truly passive income. Your goal should be to remove yourself as much as possible from the day-to-day operations of your income streams. This might mean hiring virtual assistants, using automated marketing tools, or creating standard operating procedures that others can follow. The more systematic and hands-off your income streams become, the more truly passive they are. The one often overlooked aspect of passive income is the importance of diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Different income streams will perform differently under various economic conditions. A well-designed passive income portfolio might include digital products, real estate, dividend stocks, and content platforms. This diversification not only reduces risk, but also provides multiple paths for growth and expansion. The journey to creating passive income requires a mindset shift. You must think like an owner and investor rather than an employee. This means focusing on creating assets that appreciate in value and generate income, rather than simply trading time for money. It also means being willing to delay gratification, as most passive income streams take time to develop and mature before they begin producing significant returns. Lesson 11. Talk about money like it's normal. Money conversations remain one of society's last great taboos. We freely discuss relationships, politics, and health issues, yet most people clam up when the topic of finances arises. This self-imposed silence around money perpetuates financial illiteracy and prevents us from learning valuable lessons from others' experiences. Breaking this pattern starts with normalizing money discussions in our daily lives. The discomfort around money talk stems from deeply ingrained cultural and familial beliefs. Many of us grew up hearing phrases like, "It's rude to discuss money," or "Never ask someone how much they make." While these social norms were meant to maintain politeness, they've created an environment where financial knowledge remains locked away in silos, preventing collaborative learning and growth. Opening up about money doesn't mean sharing every detail of your bank account with strangers. Instead, it means creating safe spaces for honest discussions about financial goals, challenges, and lessons learned. Start with trusted friends or family members who share your desire for financial growth. Share your experiences with budgeting techniques that work for you, investment strategies you're exploring, or mistakes you've made and learned from. Professional settings offer another valuable opportunity for money discussions. When negotiating salaries or discussing rates with clients, approach these conversations with confidence and clarity. Research industry standards, know your worth, and articulate your value proposition without apologizing or feeling awkward. Money is simply a tool for exchanging value, not a measure of your personal worth. Creating or joining money-focused communities can accelerate your financial education. Book clubs centered on financial literature, investment groups, or online forums where people openly discuss money matters provide platforms for learning and sharing. These communities normalize money conversations while offering practical insights and emotional support during your wealth-building journey. Parents hold a special responsibility in normalizing money talks. Including children in age-appropriate financial discussions helps them develop healthy money attitudes early in life. Explain basic concepts like saving, spending choices, and the value of work. Share real-world examples of financial decision-making, allowing them to witness thoughtful money management in action. The language we use around money matters significantly. Replace shame-based or scarcity-minded phrases with more empowering alternatives. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," try, "I'm choosing to prioritize other financial goals right now." Rather than, "Money is the root of all evil," consider, "Money is a neutral tool that can be used for positive impact." Transparency about money helps break down harmful myths and misconceptions. When we share our financial journeys, including the struggles and successes, we help others realize they're not alone in their challenges. This openness creates opportunities for collective problem-solving and mutual support in achieving financial goals. Professional guidance becomes easier to seek when we normalize money discussions. Many people avoid financial advisors, accountants, or money coaches due to embarrassment about their financial situation. By treating money conversations as normal and necessary, we're more likely to seek expert help when needed, leading to better financial outcomes. The path to wealth becomes clearer when we remove the stigma from money talks. Regular discussions about finances sharpen our decision-making skills, expand our knowledge base, and strengthen our money confidence. By treating money conversations as natural and necessary parts of life, we create an environment where financial success becomes more achievable for everyone. Normalizing money talks is a gradual process that requires consistent effort and courage. Each open conversation about finances helps break down barriers and create space for others to share their experiences. Through these discussions, we build collective financial wisdom and support networks that enhance our wealth-building journey. Lesson 12. Invest in your brain daily. Your brain is the most powerful wealth-building tool you possess. While others focus solely on external factors like market conditions or investment opportunities, the truly wealthy understand that their cognitive capacity directly influences their financial success. Every dollar you earn, every deal you negotiate, and every investment you analyze stems from your mental capability. The path to wealth requires continuous intellectual growth. Think of your brain as a muscle that needs regular exercise to stay sharp and perform at its peak. Just as you wouldn't expect to get physically fit by working out once a month, you can't expect to build wealth by learning sporadically. Daily investment in your knowledge and skills compounds over time, creating an insurmountable advantage over those who remain stagnant. Reading stands as one of the most effective ways to expand your financial intelligence. Successful investors like Warren Buffett spend hours each day reading and analyzing information. Start with at least 30 minutes of focused reading about business, investing, or personal development. Choose materials that challenge your current understanding and expose you to new perspectives. Books, financial publications, and industry reports should become your constant companions. Beyond reading, seek out practical learning experiences. Take online courses in finance, economics, or business strategy. Attend workshops and seminars where you can learn from experts and connect with like-minded people. The investment in education often yields returns far exceeding traditional investments. A single insight or strategy learned could generate thousands or even millions in additional wealth over your lifetime. Develop the habit of questioning and analyzing. When you encounter new information, don't accept it blindly. Ask yourself how it applies to your situation, what assumptions underlie the concepts, and how you might implement or improve upon the ideas presented. This critical thinking ability separates successful investors from those who merely follow trends without understanding. Create an environment that nurtures intellectual growth. Surround yourself with people who challenge your thinking and share your commitment to learning. Join investment clubs, participate in mastermind groups, or find a mentor who can guide your development. These relationships provide accountability and expose you to diverse perspectives that enrich your understanding. Take action on what you learn. Knowledge without application remains theoretical. As you acquire new insights, implement them in your financial life. Start small if necessary, but make consistent progress. Track the results of your applications, learn from both successes and failures, and refine your approach based on real-world feedback. Your brain's capacity for growth is virtually limitless. Neuroscience shows that we can continue learning and forming new neural connections throughout our lives. This plasticity means that regardless of your current financial knowledge or situation, you can develop the mental capabilities needed for wealth creation. Each day presents an opportunity to strengthen your financial intelligence and move closer to your wealth goals. Investing in your brain isn't just about accumulating facts, it's about developing wisdom. Wisdom comes from synthesizing information, recognizing patterns, and making better decisions over time. As you consistently invest in your intellectual growth, you'll find yourself spotting opportunities others miss and avoiding pitfalls that trap the uninformed. Your enhanced decision-making abilities will compound, creating an upward spiral of financial success that stems directly from your commitment to daily learning and growth.